Hello, we're back to give you another list of off-brand anime that you might want to check out. Here are the top 10 off-brand anime you might enjoy. Before I go on with this list, I want to remind you that I'll be making this list based on my personal preference of off-brand. So if you have any opinions that you may disagree with, you are more than welcome to comment down below. So sit back, relax, and just enjoy. We are starting off with number 10. After losing his job and getting kicked out of his apartment, our nameless hero sulks at a park and plans to fluff every woman he sees because he has nothing left to lose. As fate would have it, a woman that goes by the name of Itsuki Shima approaches our hero and invites him to join her religious cult called the Goddess Consort Assembly as a patriarch. Our hero is not sure what he'll do as a patriarch, but after some steamy fluff, our hero agrees and he's now in charge of purifying the cult's members with his stick. It boggles the mind as to why a religious group would recruit a hobo they saw in the streets to be their cult's figurehead. But hey, you gotta have an ugly dude in an off-brand one way or the other, yeah? Bow before the holy stick. Alright guys, next up on the list is number 9. Kurisu Nozomu is summoned by his boss for a little request. Go cheat on his wife to cure his erectile dysfunction. Tatsunobu Hatsufuji wants Kurisu to fluff his wife Akari and record everything, hoping the shock and stimulation of watching his wife get fluffed by another man will get his stick back up. Of course, Kurisu agrees, so the entire series is just him screwing Akari's brains out. Oh, and her daughter Shizuku joins them, because why the heck not, right? Next up on the list is number 8. So this one came out in 2018, so here's a quick refresher. Yuichi encounters a strange-looking lolly on the streets and the girl deems him as the Messiah, the savior of the elven race. Then, she takes him to the magical world of Alfheim, where woman elves live. But what does he do as the Messiah? Help the elves with procreation, of course. You see, there are no male elves in Alfheim, so they need Yuichi to make more elves. Basic math, simple solution. In episode 3, he is still doing his job as the Messiah, and it appears the Dark Elves are back for another round of baby making. Number 7. Misako and Taro have been happily married for 4 years, but recently, Taro has noticed that his wife has become prettier somehow. It turns out that Misako has been secretly fluffing another man, so he decides to contact his wife's lover and show him the video footage of their extramarital activities. For some reason, he can't bring himself to confront Misako about her infidelity. Instead, he's incredibly turned on at seeing his wife being fluffed by someone else. He looks upon her indecent, blushing face as she moans in ecstasy. Taro frantically rubs his hard stick to the video, as though his hand has a mind of its own. He's hurt, angered by her betrayal, and yet he's more aroused than he's ever been before. Number 6. After his neighbor comes crashing through the ceiling, Aikawa is stuck spending the night with his hot landlady. As he lies next to her, the combination of the summer heat and her hot body leads him to temptation. While she sleeps, he takes his opportunity to fondle her breasts underneath those cute pajamas of hers. Number 5. We didn't expect to see a second episode of Lovely Heart. In episode 2, Quiet Girl is a lovely, vanilla off-brand anime experience. Just like episode 1, Lovely Heart episode 2's fluff scene is nicely done and not offensive, with the typical guy stuck with a girl in a room scenario, and the girl, Hosokawa, is very attractive and submissive. Though we're not sure if Hosokawa is classified as a lolly, since she looks small, but it could be because Itsuki is a very big guy. Anyway, Lovely Heart is animated by Studio New Generation, so it's very hard to ignore this off-brand anime. The only problem with episode 2 is there's just one fluff scene, and that's a damn shame because Hosokawa is one lovely lady. If you're looking for lots of fluff, then fear not because the next entry might be the one you're looking for. Coming in for the number 4 spot, some guy manages to get a hold of the Master's Egg, which grants him the power of hypnotism. His first order of business is to overthrow the Birkin royalty because, apparently, he came from a royal heritage Birkin destroyed. As soon as he takes the throne, our hero prince endlessly fluffs and humiliates the queen and the 2 princesses in front of their very own citizens. And he'll continue fluffing the royal women until they're pregnant. A very well done off-brand anime episode that is straightforward with little story to speak of. Instant thumbs up for us. And now we're entering the top 3. Overflow is one of those anime shows with various versions, The 3-minute ones are the stripped down, safe for work version, and the 7-minute ones are the full versions, complete with fluff scenes. The complete version is obviously the best, and Overflow delivers beautifully animated, vanilla fluff scenes with each episode alternating between the two sisters. If only Overflow is longer per episode though. Regardless, Overflow is a cute little package and it's one of the best things to come out in January 2020. 2020 overall. Number 2. Tomoya and Kanako are happily engaged, and with marriage just around the corner. There's no doubt that they love each other very much, but wait, why is Tomoya's stick small? And why are they moving to Tomoya's home with his dad with no missus? And why does the dad look like your typical alpha Chad? Red flags if I've ever seen them. Yep, it's one of those off-brand shows. Brace yourselves, folks, because NTR and infidelity are the menu today. It's your standard MILF NTR off-brand anime with the wife getting fluffed by someone else other than husband, be it the landlord, former boyfriend, or relative. In this case, Kanako was a prostitute in her high school days and her new father-in-law, Makoto, was one of her customers. Kanako didn't want to have to fluff someone else, and she's resisting Makoto's advances, but she's just delaying the inevitable because she's powerless against Makoto's almighty stick. If you don't care about all of that because we've seen this sort of story before, then the art and animation will definitely sell. Kanako is a beauty with huge melons and the fluff scenes are lengthy and well animated. Though if you think this looks like your typical vanilla off-brand when looking at the cover art, then you're not alone on that. But take our word for it. And finally our number 1 is a fun little off-brand anime with MILF action and cheating. Taku is your typical horny MC, but he manages to steal someone's life because his libido and stamina are off the charts, so he deserves some praise for having the balls to pull off some crazy stunts and get away with it. Is this one really a contender for the best off-brand anime of 2020 so far? Naturally, because it is a fun story and lots of detailed fluff scenes backed up with detailed animations by Studio T-Rex. I will remind you that this list isn't for everyone. With that being said, stay inside, stay safe, thank you, and I hope to see you guys very, very soon.